Welcome back to Once Human Guideline. We have a big one today. Digby Boy and Bunny. How to get them, how to farm them, how to use them, and everything in between. It's gonna be a long one, so use the timestamps to jump to whatever interests you the most. With that being said, let's go. As usual, we're gonna start with how to get them. The Digby Boy you can get in 3 different ways. However, 2 of them are only one-time thing. Just one time. So the first time you mine tin or silver or iron, or if you started in the later stages aluminium or tungsten, you will get your first Digby Boy that's also locked in 1-1, but this works only once. So once you get the Digby Boy from the first ore, that's it. So now, after you're getting those 2 Digby Boys, the only other source that is farmable is silver ore. That can spawn literally anywhere. Like when you see an ore of any type, next time you're in this area, this ore might be silver instead. Even though it can spawn anywhere, there are some specific locations that the silver is more common, mainly the locations when you have a lot of ore next to itself. But before we get to that, let's talk about the bunny now. The fetchable bunny you can get only from the giant trees. Only. There is no quests, no guaranteed deviants, no given, nothing. Only the trees. You're looking for both cypress and dracea trees. To be exact, there are 9 of them, like trees, 9 trees total in the whole world. But they respawn pretty quickly, especially if you just drive around away from it and then go back, it will just be there. So don't worry, you'll get your bunny sooner or later. Before we get to the farming them efficiently, however, we have to debunk one myth. And it's gonna be once and for all. I'm not gonna be even touching this subject ever again. This is it. The tools. When it comes to the tools and their quality, it's only relevant to the bold cypress and dracea trees. And only to them. The better the tool, the less that hits it takes to take down the tree. And in Once Human, when it comes to these farmable deviants from like ores and trees and stuff, every hit rolls a chance to get the bunny. So the less hits, the less of a chance. That is why so many people at the beginning believe that you cannot get a bunny while using chainsaw, because chainsaw was just destroying this tree in like 5 hits or something, and it was pretty much next to impossible to get a bunny from that. Now it's possible by using chainsaw, but it's just extremely rare. So that is why I recommend using a copper pickaxe. You still get some wood from that, and you'll getting 15 hits on those trees. So yeah, the chances are there. That's most of the time that's enough to get at least 1 bunny from a tree. And guys, please, for the love of God, this rule applies only to giant trees, not ores. Just let me be clear here for a second. I'm talking from 400 hours of experience. I'm talking for the whole Discord community, and not only mine, like multiple of them. The tool doesn't matter while getting a Digby Boy. It doesn't. No matter what tool you're using, you're always getting 5 hits on ore. So the chances are the same when it comes to getting a Digby Boy. Using the pickaxe is just an illusion, because you're hitting it slower. So it's possible for the Digby Boy to appear right after the hit and right before the next one. So you have this illusion. You actually see that with every hit you have a chance of getting Digby Boy. The only difference is the drill is doing like this like multiple times faster. So you're not seeing those individual hits, but they're there. It's 5 hits for everything. So please, for the love of God, stop with this myth. When it comes to Digby Boy, it doesn't matter what tool you're using. It doesn't. So with that out of the way, I'm sorry, I have 2 locations to farm. The first location is available immediately in phase 1. I call this location a Silver Valley, where you can find silver for Digby Boys and bold cypress for bunny. These locations also have some mushrooms, so you can basically farm 3 deviations at once in this location. It's located in Iron River, right between the Highland and ransacked camp. with this teleportation tower right here. After teleporting here, just spawn a vehicle and follow me. Now this time lapse will be a little bit slower, just so you can actually see where I'm going and follow me. This farming route is 100% repeatable. Here I found my first silver node. You can use count seafood for, of course, more silver, for money. And you can actually use a soup, since now we can capture the deviants from the ore. I mean the Digby boys and bunnies. Using the soup will actually help you get them faster and easier. And if you're lucky, like me, you can actually get a grow from here. So, nice. You can find from 1 up to sometimes even 6 silver ores in one run. You can chop 2 trees, if you of course do it the way I do. And you can actually get to like 4 to 6 mushrooms if you really try. And after this route is complete, you just go back to the teleportation tower, change a world, try again. And by the time you go through all 10 worlds, the first world you tried will be completely reset, so you can just do it again and again until you're satisfied. Before I share the next location, keep in mind, this is really important, that we, as players, we are bound by the Deviant cooldown. What I mean by that? From hundreds and hundreds of hours of research from multiple people across multiple servers, we found out that you can get from 2 to 4 Digby's and 2 to 4 bunnies in 3 to 4 hour window. I'm not giving you the exact timer because we don't know like minute to minute what is the exact timer for that, but 3.5 hours works for me every time, so I just recommend using that. What it means is that after you're getting the first 2 deviants of given type, so for example you're getting 2 Digby's, the game will start to lower your chance of getting another one. So that's why I said that only are 2 to 4 Digby's, because getting the first 2 is easy, then getting another 2, it's quite harder, but it's still feasible. But after those 4, yeah, it's starting to get really hard and really rare. I'm not saying it's impossible to get more than 4, it's 100% possible, just really rare to happen. So just so you don't waste any time just running and getting frustrated or you're not getting anything, I recommend doing the runs, getting like I said 2 to 4 deviations of given type, and then taking a break for like 3 to 4 hours and then try it again. It will help out immensely, trust me. The second location is probably known to most of you. I'm talking of course about the salt lake on the top of the map. I'll stop here for a second. This is a future Damien. While I'm recording this, I've noticed that the quality of the grass that you can see on this recording is dreadful, and that is because I was recording this on my old settings, on my old graphical settings, so the grass looks awful. I am sorry about that. There's nothing I can do right now, but moving forward this will be fixed, so the quality will improve. This is just one-time thing and I'm so sorry about it. Let's go back to it. Spawn a vehicle and just go. What I like to do is to go for the tree first, so it has time to respawn. Then we just go back down and we just go in circles. Remember to check the middle islands for some silver, of course. And then we just go back to the tree and go back to teleportation and just start again. Now keep in mind this area is highly contested, especially in the lower, like in the mid game. It's highly contested, so you might get a less of a chance for a tree, for silver, than in a silver valley. So I strongly recommend to using a valley if possible. Now the Digby Boy is a territorial deviant that brings you random ores. Keep in mind that's random basic ores, so like sulfur, copper, tin, and iron. In some rare occasions, it will bring you silver as well. The higher the skill rating, the more ores it can bring you. His regen boosts are the red light, music, and electricity. The Digby Boy has two shiny variants. The first one is a prism that has 15% chance to not consume mood, so it's basically working fast for longer periods of time. The other one, the better one in my opinion, is the pure gold that has a chance to bring you additional ores. And that ores being aluminium and tungsten. Now keep in mind, it's not gonna be a lot. It's gonna be like 1 to maybe 3 ingots per day you can get from that, but hey, it's still something. It's still a plus. So and come on, it's Golden Boy. Like you cannot. It's Golden Boy. The Digby Boy is the only deviant in this guideline series, at least for now, that I'm willing to give the S+ rating. He is just the best of the best. When it comes to the territorial deviants, he has no match. He completely eliminates the need for you to go farm basic ores. Especially in the later stages of the game, you don't have to move your base. Like you don't have to go mining anything that's not aluminium or tungsten or whatever. You don't have to, because he will do it for you. He's just godlike, and we all love him for it. Well, the Fetch-a-Lot Bunny is a territorial deviant that brings random fruits and vegetables, but most importantly, they're seeds. Its regen boosts are crops, a toy, and flowers. The bunny also has two shiny variants, the first one being Alice. Alice has a chance of bringing you flowers that you can just, place in your territory as a decoration. That's it. The other one, better one in my opinion, is Dark Rebel. That can bring you acid. It can actually bring you acid. It will give you like 5 to 15 acid per day, but hey, it's acid. It's still something, and come on, no matter how much it gives, it's something. I will give a Fetch-a-Lot Bunny an A tier. Why? The Fetch-a-Lot Bunny is really useful, especially Dark Rebel variant, and especially in early stages of the game. Because you will get fruits and vegetables that you don't have easy access to, for example, morels and such. And it brings you the seeds, but after it brings you the seeds, you can just farm it from there. Yourself, with using fertilizer, you can just farm it from there. So he's really awesome, but in early game. Mid to late game, he's losing his value. So the bunny is very good, but only in the early stages. That's why it's A tier, not S tier. And that'll be all. Thank you so much for being here. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Have a nice day. Remember, loot first. And questions later. Have a nice one, guys. See ya.